Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we'll be looking at the best PS1 emulator for M Series Max. I'll guide you through the setup and later we'll play some games on it. Let's get started. Alright guys, I'll give you a little background before we begin. Apple Silicon is getting immensely powerful every year, and gaming is something that people don't trust on Mac as of now, but it's changing. In this channel, we'll explore emulation of various gaming consoles on Mac, test games, and have fun. If you are interested, consider subscribing. Back to our topic, DuckStation is the best emulator so far for PlayStation 1 emulation. I have tested around 4 emulators including OpenEmu, RetroArch, Gamma, DuckStation. My favorite is the DuckStation. Full comparison video on the emulators will be coming out soon. Now let's move on to the setup. I have downloaded all the necessary files required. These files can be easily downloaded from the internet. If you face any difficulties, then you can always DM me on my Instagram. First we'll need DuckStation emulator, then PS1 BIOS, and then lastly we need games, right? For installing, we just need to move the app into the applications directory. Then we can open the emulator application. First time it won't open, but then we can go to the settings, then go to privacy and security, and then we can hit on open anyways. Here you can choose the language and theme. Then next we have to set up our BIOS. Then we have to select our games directory. We can set up our controller here. In the port 1, it has to be analog controller as I am using a DualShock 4 controller. If you want to play multiplayer, you can connect one more controller as well. I have a couple of controllers. Let me connect my DualShock 4 controller for this. Then I'll select it from this drop down, and here the PS4 controller. In the graphics settings, we can bump up the resolution up to 4K. M Series Max can easily handle this resolution. If you see any performance dips in certain titles, you can always drop the resolution from 4K down to 2K or even native PS1 resolution. But honestly though, on Apple Silicon, 4K is usually no problem. Then you can change the aspect ratio as well. You can set it to stretch to fill or 16:9. It's up to you. If you want to enable achievements, you can create an account and compete with other people's online, but I will leave it as is for now. Then the setup is complete. Now we can even add cover images for the games. That's pretty much the setup we need. DuckStation is very stable and renders the game amazingly good, with some issues in very little games. By the way, we'll test a lot of games on this emulator, so make sure to subscribe to get the updates. In my testing, DuckStation has been rock solid on M Series Max. Most games run flawlessly at 60 FPS, but depending on the title, you might notice small hiccups or minor audio desyncs. Nothing game breaking, but worth pointing out. Now let's play some games. We'll start off with Crash Bandicoot, one of my favorite childhood games. Crash Bandicoot runs really smooth, the graphics upscale beautifully. The only thing I noticed is sometimes the textures look a bit too sharp compared to the original feel, but that's just because we are upscaling to 4K. Gameplay wise, it's absolutely spot on. Let's play one more. Let's go with Tekken 3. This game was remastered to PS2 as well, I think. I loved this game as a kid. I used to play with my friends and compete with each other. It's nostalgic.
Round 1, fight! Round 2, fight!
Tekken 3 feels super responsive with the DualShock controller. I did notice that in some stages with more effects, there can be tiny dips, but honestly, Apple Silicon handles it so well, you'll barely notice. The sound emulation is also pretty clean, though some users might hear slight pops in certain moves, but again, nothing major. Overall, DuckStation feels like a native Mac app, fast, stable, and really polished. Some niche titles might need little adjustments, like changing the renderer or tweaking the aspect ratio, but for 99% of PS1 games, it's plug and play. That wraps up this video. Hope you liked it. Leave the thumbs up if you did. There are a ton of videos coming up on emulation of various consoles like Nintendo, PS2, PS3, and more. Make sure to subscribe to get the updates. Also guys, comment down below or DM me on my Instagram if you have any questions, queries on emulation, or how can I improve my videos or anything in general. See you guys in the next one. Peace.